Wait! You may be wondering why the red suit. Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed. This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
Daddy needs to express some rage.
Deadpool is directed by Tim Miller, and you would never guess it by watching the movie, but this is his first full-length feature. Bravo, sir. Bravo. The film stars Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson, a guy who becomes the host of an experiment after he is diagnosed with terminal cancer. The torturous experimentation actually ends up giving him accelerated healing powers like Wolverine, but in the process, it really jacked up his face. So to take out revenge on the people who wronged him, he becomes the Merc with a Mouth, Deadpool. And let me tell you, this is not your grandma's superhero movie. This is a hard R film. Very bloody, very violent, profane, and full of dirty jokes. And in many ways, it is a brilliant movie. The marketing campaign alone is probably the best that I've seen in a movie ever. But more than anything else, Ryan Reynolds was born to play this character. After the monumental disaster that was X-Men Origins Wolverine, this actor had to fight to get this standalone movie made. This has been his passion project for the past 6 years, and it 100% shows in his performance. He brings an insane amount of charisma to this character, and not just as the wisecracking mercenary, which of course he does fantastically well, but he also makes you believe in the love story that unfolds. So he brings like real emotional range to his character, which gives weight to the relationship that they create. Everybody in the movie just looks like they're having a good time. Vanessa is an actual strong female character with dimension and not just the damsel in distress. TJ Miller, he's not in that many scenes in the movie, but looks like he's having a really good time making this film. Even the villain, Ajax, who isn't that fleshed out in the movie, to be honest, still manages to bring some menace to his role. The writing and directing are what really make this movie stand out from others in its genre though. As I mentioned, this is Tim Miller's directorial debut, and he does a fantastic job. The movie is well paced. As I mentioned, the acting is really good, and the action is well shot. You don't get any shaky cam, blurry action scenes that you can't tell what's going on. It's all really well done. But the writing is definitely the most important aspect to this film, because it is a pretty straightforward origin story for the most part, but still manages to tell it in a very fresh way. They use a non-linear style to pace out the action in the movie and give you the backstory for all of our characters. And besides the structure of the film, the dialogue itself is just so incredibly witty that you're not going to stop laughing for almost the entire 108-minute runtime. In fact, my only real problem with this movie is that when you break down the story itself, it is a fairly average origin story, so it does sort of become really predictable. The jokes themselves are witty and surprising, but at the end of the day, it still ends up where you would expect it to go. And other than that, I do think there was a couple of moments where they went a little bit overboard with the humor. Like they were just sort of doing it because they had the R rating and not because it was warranted by the character. But if I'm being honest, I haven't read any of Deadpool's comics. I'm not that familiar with his story, so I could be way off base with that. In closing, this movie is an incredibly fresh meta take on its genre and proof that you don't need a huge budget to make a fun action movie. From the opening credits, you're going to be laughing, and everything from the fourth wall breaking to the over-the-top violence is going to keep you entertained till the closing credits. And make sure you stay through the credits because there is a scene at the end. I'm going to give Deadpool an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You know I really do appreciate it, and if you enjoyed my review for Deadpool, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below with your thoughts, and if you want to see more reviews like this, then please subscribe. Go see Deadpool. That's all I got. Until next time, guys, my name is Josh Wingard. Keep going to the theater. Keep watching those movies. I'll see you.